livestream.com, WKNJ 90.3 FM, livestream.com/AR2, The Streets All Mental, DJ Absurd. Every Monday night we give you the best of the independent hip-hop and that good music that you love and need for your soul. We're back here again with Kalil Kash, Brick City, one of the Brick City's finest, brother. Again, I love both those joints that we just spun. The first single, DeLorean, and then the second single, Bang. You shot that all over Brick City, paying homage to your hometown.
Word up.
You know, and it's just like, and I like the fact how you rep Brick City and everywhere you go and what you do.
Word, man.
Even though I remember there was a show you did at the Core Tavern, not ours, but with Jinx. Shouts to Jinx Killer and everybody from Put Up or Shut Up, DJ Flatline. And you were like, you got on stage and you said that I'm from Newark, New Jersey, Brick City, don't let the clothes fool you.
Word up.
but my thing with it is like, my whole thing with it is that, hey, everybody has a right to dress the way they want to dress, but my thing is like, why did you feel like you had a need to say that?
Well, I actually thinking about it now, I probably shouldn't have said it because there shouldn't be a point where I had to say it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But
I guess back then I felt the need because, I mean, I get a lot of cats, or at least had a lot of cats anyway, you know, come up to me trying to start, you know, because of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or basically telling me what hip-hop should look like, you know what I mean? Or how hip-hop should be. Like, it's like, dude, you know what I mean? So I guess back then I was just defensive about it, you know what I mean? But now I don't really trip over it because it's like, I mean, I still get cats coming at me, you know what I mean? Or making sly remarks, you know what I mean? But I don't trip because, you know, they hear me rap, that changes, you know what I mean? That totally changes, so.
I look at it from the standpoint by this again, but with thanks to Absurd and I, it goes to show it's not how you look or what you do when I say it's not how you look. Don't judge a book by its cover. It's what you do, and you were able to flip CDs. You flipped more CDs to some other people at our show, and even at the other show at the Courts Tavern, I've seen you flip CDs.
Yeah,
and that's really what matters.
Exactly.
It's like it don't matter what happens is basically it's just like a man who don't got the biggest house, but go check his bank account.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. Check the bank account.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, that's what matters.
Word.
But more importantly, I must say I love the new music that you have coming out and all that you're doing and the way that you're representing the culture the way it should be represented. Exactly. And that's really what matters in the end of it, because I remember back when I met you when you were just on your grind going to EO Dub and everything, and I was like, you know what? Hey, it's up to, and again, as I said, you're there doing your thing, you're making it happen.
Yeah, man, trying to get there, you know what I mean?
Well, on your last album, though, Exit Method, well, that was your first official album, everything else was mixtapes before then? Now, on Exit Method, did you have a favorite song?
Oh, man. Either Writing to Kiss Her or Forever.
Okay.
One or the other. I mean, I probably like performing Writing to Kiss Her the most and Bang the most, but Forever as far as like just being a song, you know what I mean? Even though I could probably perform it too, but I mean, I probably like that and Writing to Kiss Her the most. I can't really say which one. It's really kind of hard, you know what I mean?
Okay. Really because the joint that I really like was They Come Then They Leave. I mean, the sneakers.
Oh, Bugging Out Jordan.
Bugging Out Jordan.
Yeah.
That was really because what it showed me too in your round that you have diversity as a lyricist. You bring some of that conscious element, and then also with Bang, you bring that hardcore element you bring that hardcore. I hate to use the term street and labels, but that's the best term to describe it right now.
It is. I mean,
Bang was like the street single. You gave the hood what they needed, and then when you had They Stepped on My Jordans, the sneaker joint, and it wasn't about sneakers. It was the thing.
Nah, not at all.
That's not what it was about.
A lot of cats thought it was though.
When they first read it, but then when you start listening to the lyrics, it's making sense as to what's happening around urban America with the regentrification.
Exactly. Most definitely.
But also, I'm getting into what else I had. So, basically, what else do you do outside of hip hop? What do you like to do?
As far as hobbies?
Yeah, as far as hobbies, what do you like to do?
Well, I mean, let's say it's strictly as far as outside of hip hop. It's funny you actually mentioned that. I was really, because I've been playing the guitar for like years now. Not a long time, maybe about 3 years now. And I was really thinking about, I do that as a hobby pretty much for fun. But I was thinking about maybe possibly, I don't know, one day starting a band, but that's maybe in the future. But other than that, I play guitar a lot for fun. I mean, it's really hard to say as far as hobbies. I don't know.
Or what do you like to do? I mean,
Eat? Oh, of course, food. Yeah. I like to eat for fun. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm a gamer. I know that.
Oh, so you have to play video games?
Yeah, I'm a gamer. Yo. I've been a gamer since like a little. Dude.
Were you one of those smart kids in high school? What you went to
Oh,
Barrington High School?
not even really. Not even, man. I wasn't no nerd at all. I was just a regular kid. I wasn't a popular kid, that's for sure. Not even close.
Well, now, as we mentioned before, you're from Brick City, Newark, New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
Your hometown is known for breeding a lot of legendary MCs such as Redman, Artifacts, Lords of the Underground.
Right up.
Within the hip hop world, I remember you even said that you were thankful for Do It All for helping you with your lyricism and your flow.
Yeah. Well, more so the style.
The style.
So, yeah.
Now, from that,
he didn't create my style.
But like,
you know what I mean? But gave me pointers on how to find my.
He helped fine tune you.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, exactly.
Now, basically, with that happening, how do you feel about coming from Brick City? Do you feel that you have like that you have to live up to a legacy from these guys, like with Redman? I mean, not to do what they did, but like
honestly, not really, because I mean, as much as you know, as much as I can't really say, like, first of all, I can't really say I really hardcore rep Brick City like it's like my life. Like, I always put Newark in my music because that's where I'm from, that's what I grew up around. But it's not like I'm making my whole art centered around just Newark or just Jersey, you know what I mean? Because one, that's not all me. Like, Newark isn't all me, you know what I mean? Even though it's a big part of me, that's not all me. So to say I'm really feeling like I'm living up to a legacy, it's not really. I mean, somewhat, because I mean, of course I do hold cats like Do It All, you know, cats like Redman up to a high standard, of course. But to say that I'm carrying the torch, you know, as far as Jersey goes, I don't really feel that pressure. I don't. I'd rather honestly carry the torch for hip hop in general. You know what I mean? No matter where it is, because I don't want someone from, like, let's say, you know, Kansas to hear me and think, oh man, you know, I ain't from Newark, I can't relate to that. You know what I mean? So I really don't like to limit myself to just one place. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to rep anywhere else. Like, I'm from Newark, born and raised. You know what I mean? But I don't want to make it such a big thing in my music to where that's all it is. You know what I mean? Like, that's really one important thing. You know.
But now, and since you're on the independent artist as well in the game, you feel in that aspect, being an independent artist, that that the fight is harder, but because I know you don't have the big. You can't put your name on a big billboard like some of these mainstream artists like Def Jam.
Honestly, I can't even say the fight is harder anymore, because it's like, I mean, you got a computer, man. Like, computers are now your A&R. You know what I mean? Okay. That's now your record label. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, and also if you have independent labels. You know what I mean? And just considering how powerful the internet is today, major labels still do matter a lot right now. But I don't think in the next 10 or even 20 years from now that they're going to matter even close to as much as they do today. So to say that I'm at a disadvantage, I'm definitely not at a disadvantage financially, because there's a lot of people on major labels that are broke. You know what I mean? So I as far as promotion goes, of course, but I never think about that disadvantage at all, because I prefer the pros of being independent than the small pros of being in a major label and the many cons that come with it. You know what I mean? So
totally understand, my man. And I must say, I like your whole delivery, and I must say you're very clever and witty with your rhymes.
Oh, thank you.
And where does that, and you were an English major, I know, at Norfolk State, weren't you?
Yeah.
So like, that's why you're very wordy when it comes to it, and you make people think. And also now, my next thing I wanted to tell you, so would you say that being an English major actually helps you?
Of course. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, even though I wasn't in college that long, but just having read so much and everything. I mean, lately I'm not as avid as a reader as I was in school, but just having a bit of an extended vocabulary beyond 4-letter words kind of helps. You know what I mean?
And that goes to show people that those who do play video games do advance to do something well and have a high vocabulary.
Word. Not everybody who plays video games are stupid slackers. Actually, most people who play video games are probably a lot smarter than jocks or whatever. No disrespect to jocks, but you know.
But I want to tell you, thank you, Kay, for coming through and showing love
Word,
and coming through. And you're gonna stick around and do a freestyle with us.
Oh, of course. I'm gonna
So again, we want to get into another joint from you. You know what I'm saying? Absurd. I know we got some heat for the gentleman, right? I know you're going to have some joints. Livestream.com, ear to the streets. But I can get to another joint from Kalil Kash, WKJ 9.